Okay, so today we will be reacting to season 3 of Heartstopper. I have obviously watched the first 2 seasons. This is a fun, lighthearted, wholesome show, of which there are so few nowadays, and I just thought it might be a fun thing to react to, so we're gonna try it out. Let's get season 3 going.
Because I'm properly in love with you.
Awesome.
Stop declaring your love so loudly then. I'm shocked you haven't said it already.
You kind of read him with that, yeah. Oh, that is so... Oh, I love that. I love that graphic.
Oh, I love that. I love that graphic.
That's so cute, conceptually and visually. We'd love to see it. But they can't hide the fact that Kit Connor has grown up a lot in the meantime. And, you know, looks pretty different from when he began. Oh,
like
wow.
4 times in the past week.
Not pizza. I'm gonna cook.
Why are they both serving so hard?
With the power of romance.
So stupid. Love Tao. But oh my god. This is one of the only shows that's not afraid to have some color. That's why I'm so colorful today.
Living with you is like a dream.
Oh. Kit Connor's gonna carry the entire cast on his back, literally, not even figuratively.
You know my back, please? Yeah, sure.
It's diabolical, Nick. What's a man to do? What's a boy to do? What's a girl to do? What are any of us to do with this predicament? Season 1 parallel.
Thank you. I think it's too early for me to say that.
I don't think he'd say that. If anything, he'd say nothing, probably, and just wait a while to process it.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's like a full-grown man. You know what I mean? Just like, look at, congrats to him on Romeo and Juliet, by the way.
Actually, everyone needs sunscreen, Charlie.
Not the sneak attack of sunscreen. The Rizzler, what's happening? Okay, the energy is certainly a little different, which they have hinted to in interviews about this being a more mature adult season, so... Oh! I want that ice cream sculpture literally in my room. They're so... Why is everybody's hair so nice, too? It's rude and disrespectful to those of us who struggle, so...
I got 1, 2, so we're matching. Look, E for L.
So sweet.
You got me flowers when you first asked me out, so...
Shit, am I gonna want to be in a relationship because of this? I can't keep watching these shows. Because then I might actually talk to a real-life man. Love the graphics. That's one of the really good parts of this series that distinguishes it. People really haven't done that before. And obviously based on a graphic novel, to incorporate that was really smart of them. Not all the pastel accoutrement.
Chris? Well, why don't you just sit here staring at him all day instead, then?
You know what? I'm feeling a little called out, so...
I don't really get the appeal.
What, with anyone?
I was gonna say, you don't get the appeal with anyone!
No, not really.
Never seen someone really attractive and just felt like butterflies.
No, it's called asexuality, Charlie.
You think I'm immune?
Immune is a crazy but really funny way to put it.
Probably aromantic, too?
I don't really know what that is.
I think it's...
That's alright.
Is it pretty self-explanatory? Asexual, aromantic?
I love you. Oh, I love you too.
I forgot about this. That's right. Nick, the attentive and empathetic king, he's noticing.
Hello.
Love that. Oh, wow.
Don't worry, the honeymoon period won't last forever.
It might.
Charlie, I hope you're not also having a summer.
Someone you love's in trouble, do anything to help him.
I actually wonder if they're gonna factor in his physique into Charlie's storyline about insecurity or eating disorder or anything of that area. That it might be hard. That's a contributing factor that he becomes more insecure by seeing that. Yeah.
There's something I need to talk to Charlie about. It's something serious. It's hard to know how to talk to him about it without making things worse.
That eating disorders and things like that are one of the hardest things to talk about with people who are struggling.
Come and see with me.
I really don't want to take my shirt off.
Okay, I'll keep it on.
Oh. Nick, he's the ideal man. And he has been since the very beginning. He's the ideal partner. What a great way to get them out of their comfort zone but still make a compromise. Classic.
I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah, I do too.
You go first.
No, you.
Yeah.
I can't say it first, now you said that.
Okay, well,
In the middle of the ocean? With everyone else?
you have an eating disorder.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know you don't want me to try and fix you.
Yikes,
or
yikes,
anything.
yikes, yikes, yikes.
I just
Ooh,
care about
wow.
you so much.
I don't think I did.
Okay, the way that this keeps switching back, I'm so sorry, the way that it keeps switching back and forth between green screen and on location is really, really distracting, but
You don't need to worry about me.
Charlie.
Is that what you wanted to talk about as well?
Yeah.
Ugh, yikes. That is really rough. I feel like we so rarely see eating disorder storylines in men and boys. That's another thing this is kind of getting into that really isn't discussed much.
Movie after?
Only if it's not Marvel.
Forgot you had no taste.
Had he already been cast when they made that joke? That's hilarious. They're so funny. Not the folklore poster, absolutely. And I should have known. She has taste.
You should try living with your gran.
Mm,
You might have more space if you lived with her.
this is tough.
I don't need more space.
Well, maybe she does.
I think we need some personal space too.
Yeah. Especially
I
this
need
young.
some personal
You can't be
space.
living together when you're teenagers. Because that could be really hurtful to hear. It would make you feel unloved or unwanted, but it's not that.
I love you too.
Everybody just loves each other. You know what I mean?
I promised you a summer of romance. We're going to have a romantic candlelit
You can
dinner.
do that with
So we can
takeout.
have a romantic.
Yeah, you can do it with
candlelit
Domino's. Come on now.
Domino's.
Just, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't want to lose you.
How? Nothing's going to change, okay? You don't have to be constantly trying to impress me.
You know when we were in the sea?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Speak.
When you asked... I love you. Crickets. Crickets.
Ooh. How did I know that's how Nick was going to react, though?
So, yeah. Anyway,
Oh, Charlie. Oh, not him.
such an idiot.
No. No, you're not. Good thing he's a runner. He's a track star. Good thing he's an athlete. Oh.
Sorry.
No S-word.
No.
Okay.
No. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Sick and twisted.
Alright, can you say what you said again, please?
I love you. And you don't have to say it back.
I love you too.
There we go.
I love you so much. Come here, you idiot.
Kid's performance is really good. I think he was always good, but I think he has improved.
Why are we like this? Because you're Charlie.
Yeah.
And you love me.
Oh.
And I love you.
Stop. Stop! Oh, gosh. It's so interesting. They're really focusing on the fact that all of these couples really do deeply love each other. Love is not the issue. And it's the other things about them and their lives that are getting in the way.
We're in love.
Oh my god. So in love, you're gonna walk to my house.
Yeah, that was a good introductory episode. Picked up pretty much right where we left off. Was good refreshing my memory on some things that I had kind of forgotten about or put on the back burner. But yeah, I think this angle is very interesting because it's very clear that all these couples do love each other and there's like genuine love and care for each other. But each of them have their own issues, whether it's personality traits, whether it's fear, whether it's anxiety, whether it's an eating disorder, whether it's a need to have some space in the relationship, or a fear of moving too fast. All of those things are very real, and they end up not getting in the way of the love, but I think to the other partner, seems like it is. You know, like when she's telling Darcy, you know, I need some space, she could very easily perceive that as, okay, so you don't love me, you don't want to be around me, I'm unwanted, I'm unloved. And it would make sense if she did, but at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't love someone, wanting to be apart from them. It also is interesting because while Nick does love Charlie, I think that he also is very worried about him, and that's a little rough as well, because you can tell that he's like, oh no, I have to correct this mistake immediately, otherwise I'm afraid what Charlie is going to do. And that's nobody's fault necessarily, but that's where some mental health, mental illnesses, trauma, lack of communication really get in the way, personal issues that get in the way of having a healthy, successful relationship, because you don't want your partner to feel beholden to you, you don't want them to be scared of what you might do, you don't want them to feel responsible for your safety and well-being, but it's not, Nick shouldn't take it on as much as he is, but also, what is Charlie to do? It's a very difficult position for all of them to be in. Luckily, I think all of these issues can easily be worked out if they find a way to navigate it and communicate about it. But that was the thing that stood out to me about this episode. It's just very clear that they're saying, you know, they all love each other. Like, there is love here. And there are just other things that are kind of getting in the way or making some miscommunications or sowing seeds of doubt. And that's very realistic. That is very realistic. But I think these relationships, actually, the more that I think about it, like, you see the love and you feel the love between them. And it's in so much more than words. It's, well, it is in words, but for example, like, Nick's paying attention to Charlie in that way. Tara allowing Darcy to live with her, knowing what her family situation is like. There are a lot of small details that make up the whole picture in which you can tell how much they pay attention to each other, how much they think about each other, how empathetic they are towards each other, how interested they are in each other. It's so much more than love. Just saying I love you or just being like, I love you is one thing, but the proof is kind of in the pudding for all of them. It's very clear that all of them care a lot about each other. And yeah, I think that's an interesting thing to explore. There certainly is a more mature vibe already. I have heard interviews talking about them upping the maturity, the sexuality of this season, so I'm interested to see where that goes. But you can feel that as an undercurrent already running through the show. So yeah, good introductory episode.